Well, last time they were in the Southern Hemisphere, Wills and Kate pretty much passed us by, remember?
Yes,
only stopping briefly
right.
at Brisbane Airport.
We
saw
got
them
Chuck and Camilla, didn't we?
Yes,
Yeah,
which was great.
Got the dud prize there.
Yeah. And now, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are coming on a full tour to Australia, and they're bringing baby Georgie along for the ride.
So what can we expect when the Royals hit our shores?
Over the years, Australia has played host to more than 50 royal tours. In 2013, it was everyone's favourite party prince, Harry, attended the International Fleet Review.
Very sad to be leaving Sydney. It's been absolutely fantastic. The weather's been beautiful.
In 2012, it was Charles and Camilla's turn.
I was very kindly given the Kubra Banjo Patterson hat.
But the most memorable tour of all was more than 30 years ago, when newlyweds Charles and Diana brought baby William to Australia. They touched down in Alice Springs in 1983 for 6 weeks of sightseeing across the country. Diana was just 21 and William 8 months old.
Jamie, he loves his koala bear he's got.
3 decades on, William is set to visit with his own infant son. Baby George will accompany his parents here in April.
Well, royal correspondent Rob Jobson joins us now from London. Morning, Rob. This is Kate and William's first tour since, of course, baby George was born. Must be a pretty big deal for them as well.
Oh, it's huge. I mean, Prince William is really looking forward to coming to Australia, and it'll be Kate's first ever time to Australia. So there's been a lot of talk about whether George will come or not. I'm absolutely convinced he will come. I mean, obviously, with a baby, you can't be 100% certain that he's going to be fit enough. But, you know, the reality is they will definitely want to be with him. They're going to be away in New Zealand and Australia for the best part of the whole of April. So there's no way they're going to leave him behind, I don't think.
Rob, do we know their schedule at the moment, where they're going to visit? There are rumours they could base themselves in Sydney while they're here.
Well, there's a lot of speculation, Koshi, at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't go to the same place that Charles and Diana went to, the ranch in Albany, you know, because in reality the palace would just be looking at what they've done before and working out an itinerary based on that. I know that Ed Perkins, their press secretary, their protection officers and everyone are coming down to Australia very shortly to go through the whole recce with the Australian government. But I also understand that the people that owned that ranch were actually over in London quite recently, and they were invited to a lunch at the palace. So I would have thought that that's a fair bet.
OK, that's interesting. Now, you know, very, very importantly, would the palace and Kate and everyone around her be working out her wardrobe now?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I mean, I know we talked about being a holiday, but it'd be far from that. Where they'll be flat out, and so will we in the media following it. I think it'd be one of the biggest royal tours I've ever done in the 25 years I've been covering the royals. I think it's going to be right up there with the Charles and Diana tour, and the crowds will be pretty huge, I would think, especially as there'll be a few appearances of George as well. But yeah, she'll be working out a wardrobe with her private secretary and other staff, and I'm sure they'll have an Australian twist too, because when she went to Canada she wore Canadian designers, and I would have thought that a few Australian designers will be patronised as well in that respect.
There's a bonus for us. We get to have you live in the studio, which is fabulous.
Yeah, let's do lunch while you're here. We can catch up.
I'll take you to the footy. See if Kate and Mills want to come as well. We've got a couple of home games at Adelaide Oval while they're here. Just finally, Rob, could you put in a quick call to Buck Palace for us and see if Wills and Kate would be okay to bring the Ashes urn with them on the tour and drop it off here after winning the Ashes? A lot of people saying they don't trust us to look after it properly. What better pair of hands than Wills and Kate's to bring it out?
Was there a cricket match or something? I missed it. Well, if they don't, I mean, I'm with you, Koshi. I mean, if they don't bring it over, then I will, because I'll have to break into Lords, and so would William, because the reality is they're more stuffy than the palace. You can't get into Lords, then you're never going to get the urn. But I think you should come over here and we'll give it a go.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, it should be with the people that win it. It's utterly ridiculous, especially when you just got trounced 5-0. Yeah. And also, I was going to say, Koshi, that little girl that had me in Eddie's weather report, if she gets in touch on at the Royal Editor, I'll send her a copy of a book, my new book about William and Kate.
Perfect.
She'll love
The one
that.
who had the picture of Rob in her poster.
Yeah, from Coffs Harbour.
We'll get on.
Yeah, that one. Brilliant piece of artwork.
It looked just like you. We thought. Yeah.
All right, mate. Thank you for that.
Thanks, Rob.
Talk to you soon.